welcome! This will be a vlog-ish thing of Mama Vesemir. I will talk about this lovely fellow and how I made it. Let's start with a helmet. It's made out of Worbla. Yep. Here, it's not soft. It's made out of Worbla and some Eva foam and pins and sticks that are covered in Worbla, of course. I will have to fix it. I made this 1 year ago, actually. Now when I think about it. This was my first time using Worbla, so that's why it looks shitty. But this will be but it will be fixed. This thing, jacket-ish thing, was made out of some random foam we were able to get, and it's fastened with these lovely things. I don't know what it's called in English nor in Norwegian. I just know in the Polish name. Either way, I made Eredin, the VX or VGX trailer version 1 year ago. Although I will upgrade it for this year's Metrocon. Yep. And we'll see how it will end. I made the rib cage out of this lovely thing. A mat. It's pretty, as you see, it's pretty thick. It's also not very soft, it's actually pretty hard. And I believe it's perfect for making maybe not small details, because that's not very tiny, but at least to make fine details and then cover it, for example, in Worbla. Yup, let's look at the back. Eredin, you're so fat. Oh my god. Ass. And here's the back. I made this out of some mats, not that, and some kind of other type, because you see it's kind of uglier. I made these out of the same mat type, but I covered it in Worbla. And you can see it's like movable. Yep, and then I sprayed it silver and black and made some fine shading on it, kind of. And it looks pretty well from afar. This is also made out of Worbla. And on to the next thing. Here I have some pieces from my old version of Eredin, but I decided to keep these. These were supposed to go here and make a nice leg protection thing. It's made out of Eva foam and cardboard. These are cardboard, you can see it here. I covered the tips of the cardboard with sparkel, and yeah, it was just nicer. I decided to remove these little pricks from this that was supposed to be on my leg, but it's ugly as yeah, you can maybe you can see that the paint, the spray paint is starting to fall off, and it just looked ugly. I was never able to paint it properly inside the holes, and I just decided to remove this completely because it's ugly and it looked ugly and everything. Yeah. Here are the knee protectors. They are made out of Worbla and 3 or 5 pieces of Eva foam. Yeah, and I didn't have a lot of money 1 year ago, so I had to go for cheap solutions like covering it like this and not the sandwich way. And it was fastened with leather strips things that were the rest of series Corsair, I believe. Yeah, and it worked pretty well because they are stretchy and they just hold, okay. Yeah, by the way, I should be talking about the pins, right? Here we have some lovely pins. Shit. Yeah, I shouldn't have zoomed that in so much. And what are those? They are lovely pins. They are really lovely and I love them, and I believe that you will love them too. Because the Wild Hunt people have loads of these. Especially on their leg protectors. Yep. And these are really cool if you want some fine small detail. Come on! My hand is here! Right here! Come on! Yeah, there we go! Lovely. And you can buy them at Clas Ohlson for like 30, I believe 30, 40 or 29 or something like that. A small package of these and you're saved. Trust me. You can paint them and like make cool things out of them. Yep. And then you can make these lovely things. Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to talk about this lovely between leg protection, cock protection thing. Yup. What can we say about it? Dish. The same pins were used here, as you can see. I made this out of a mat. Although the top was made out of Worbla, because this will be easier to make, you know, and shape it. The belt was also made out of the mat. You can see it here. A mat I bought at Clas Ohlson for like 99-90 kronor. And I used kind of different pins here. These are normal pins that you just like put on walls, attach things to walls with. And this was shaped actually with glue. Let's see here. Yep, it was loads of glue put in here. And here we have a sticky thing that was holding this between my legs. Yeah, and how did I make the curves, you may ask? I shall ask for you. Also, Worbla in here. And this, also the holes. And some other small details. How did I make it? Oh, I shall show you. With this sweepen, I don't know what it's called, wood burning set, a wood burning thing. Yep. It's really cool if you want small details to be made. It has loads of different tips. Really cool ones too. Shit. Stop zooming so much in. And these are really cool if you want some fine details. For example, I can show you. Like I did on this sword, I just used that wood burning thing to make some small details, and I believe it looked pretty cool. I can take it out now, but yeah, you get the picture. And these guys, I used the wood burning set also to make. Ah shit. There we go. The holes in Eredin's cape. There we go. I'll just tell you, I think I was really lucky because this material is kind of plastic-ish, so it didn't burn, it melted. And I took black acrylic paint and just made it look more burned. You should know that it's really easy to just like set fire to your house. Yup. Good that this also just melted and didn't take fire. So you should really watch out, especially like get something like this. This was provided in the set. And like always put it on top of that thing and set it really nicely somewhere where it can't fall and where it can't burn anything. Or you might just like, you know, not even the mighty frost will help you. What more can we talk about? Yeah, these things inside here, they were also made out of a mat. We took really cheap, I don't know how I should say it, outways. Yeah. Utvei. So you don't need always to use the most expensive materials to make cool things, you know. You can just use random mats and just make magic. Like for example that. We bought it in a used shop for like 30 kroner, 30 crowns. And it's really cool since it's not soft, it's really hard and stiff. Yeah, and like other garbage things, and out of garbage we make beautiful shit. Yes, so make beautiful shit too. And lastly, I will talk about the sword, the wild hunt shit thing down there. No, stop saying shit. This was made out of warbler. And there is a bamboo stick I found randomly in the cellar and put it inside. The inside of it is mat, some kind of random mat. And it's covered in warbler because I thought it would be the best idea to do that. Which I kind of later did regret because it started kind of when I wanted to attach the both sides, like the sandwich thing. It was pretty hard because it started to fall apart. And you can see here, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yeah, there we go. That I had to kind of like melt them together again, and it just made cracks. And it didn't look as pretty as it was supposed to look like. And also when you make really long things, it's easy that they get freaking bent. But I shall fix that probably. And this is tape. I usually just use tape on the handles and paint them because it gives like this pretty cool look, I would say at least. I just paint it with normal acrylic paint. I don't spray it, I don't cover it in anything else. It just, yeah, it's just paint. And the paint started to go off, partly because we had this lovely run through water springs, fountains and stuff. Either way, this was made of warbler. You can see it's kind of like movable a little bit. Yeah. And then it was shaded, yeah, totally shaded with acrylic paint. Yeah. Oh my, is that what I think it is? It's a shoulder pad, a destroyed one. Yeah, but I will remake those too. And now, as I think about it, please, pretty please, people, don't give up on not easy tasks. It's like, this was the first time I ever used Worbla, and I didn't have money enough. It's like my parents supported me as much as they could, and still the cosplay looked pretty cool. And it's because it's like the most, what is it called? The most difficult thing is to actually start. I cried yesterday because I didn't know how I should start on the actual shoulder pads of Eredin's VGX trailer version. It's just really much, and I'm not as experienced as I would love to be. And yeah, it will be a really big challenge, and I know that. And I think you know this too, as I will show you now how they actually look like. Yup, and I want to make it out of that and this. And maybe some Worbla and pins, you know, pins. Pins are the most important thing in your life. But just remember that. Yeah, pins, more pins. And there was actually supposed to be more pins than expected on the final shoulder things. Yeah, but I failed and we didn't have time, and in the end we didn't even make it for the cosplay competition 1 year ago. And that's mostly why we upgrade our costumes now and want to perform again. And this time we will make it, trust me, we will make it. We'll finish this like 1 week before the con, and then we're gonna come like an hour before it starts just to know that we're going to be there for the competition, because it was Alright, well that was it for that. Yep. Swords, shoulder pads, shoes.